fila, ma che vuoi fila? Senza punta l'ago non può andare.
No cereal, it be a yogurt drink I'm wanting first. Whoa!
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Scream as loud as you can.
Now, give it to me before I smack you. You know what? You're the dumbest kid in the whole school. No wonder nobody likes you. I'm gonna beat the snot out of you. Okay. Be good. I love you.
And we're live, Dane.
Hello once again and welcome to the spare bedroom. We are here in our Windows XP studio. This time joined by our guest. We will get to him. He's a returning guest, so you may already know his face. But before we get to all that and hanging out, this is the Spare Bedroom Show, where once a week on twitch.tv we boys get together, have a little chat, have a little fun, and right now we are in the midst of our 2000's Crush tournament. Last year we did the 90s Crushes. Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell came out on top.
Naturally.
It was over before it started, you know? It was one of those. But we are here in the 2000s where things were heating up. Last week, if you missed it, we did our TV round, and our top two competitors that came out in that was Hillary Duff and Rachel Bilson from the OC, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
It was a good battle of 8 competitors. Hearts were broken. We're back here. A new round, 8 new combatants are entering this 2000's Crush tournament, this time from our fictional category. This is where things it's our weirdest category. You know, I just needed a 4th category, basically. In 90s, I just did cartoons, but I feel in the 2000s was kind of the rise of the video games and kind of those hot cutscenes with sexy Final Fantasy characters. Maybe that's a spoiler. So I added just a fictional character, so we will get that. But before, you can go watch it on YouTube at youtube.com/thesparebedroom. Catch any old episodes over there, as well any audio streaming service, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, we're there. Search The Spare Bedroom. Guys, again, I'm still in BC. I got about 4 more weeks. Coming up on 1 more month. It's just been flying by, I feel. But I miss my boys. I miss my bedroom boys. How are you doing? We got Kooks, Ryan Kooks, Kookaroots, Eric Lex, Milk McIsaac, and joining us, me meeting him for the first time today. I don't even know. Pepperoni Tony. Twansy.
DJ Twansy. I kept calling him DJ Townsy last week.
Cool ass vintage.
MC Fiddlesticks.
There's many names. I go by Uncle Tony, whatever you want.
Today, guys, how's it going? We are doing the 2000's Crush tournament. I do a lot of Googling. I mean, there's these weird lists out there. You just type 2000's fictional characters and things pop up.
Yeah.
And then,
Pornhub.
I use Rule 34.
Then it's just, sometimes I switch the numbers around and try to make up some, personal matchups, like the OC matchup. Other times it's just kind of my own personal opinion or just what I've seen in lists. So I compiled 8 fictional characters from video games, movies, television shows, and we will be starting with the 4th and 5th combatant. And then, I just want you to get in that mindset of a 10 to 15-year-old boy watching cartoons.
Put your mind
feelings.
Put your mind in like the era that these were around, kind of thing. Don't think about nowadays. Think about what would your 13 or 12-year-old self think?
There are only 2 genders.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're gonna get flagged, man. You can't say that kind of stuff on here, man. You can be racist. You can say really crazy shit, but you just can't say that stuff.
Well, we went back in time. Don't blame me, man. You took me back. It's your fault.
Yeah. Oh, the Spare Bedroom shouted out. Go ahead.
Also put in...
we're banned.
And show's canceled.
Put up the fictional character category.
Yep. I sees it.
Just because I want to see Randy's face.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
I saw that when I was promoting the
Is it in the fictional folder, or is it in a different folder?
Might be, or it just will be at the very top.
At the very top. We got fictional category. I see it. Okay. Boom. There's Randy.
Oh,
Nice.
All right. You know what? Randy deserves.
All right, so
a little
again,
more than
I
that.
know these. I know what the numbers are. I know who's in this list. These three. You'll be getting their reaction. So they may be like, "Who is this?" And then I may have to explain something.
I don't know why, but the other day I was showing Laura that scene from South Park where Randy takes like the biggest shit in the world. He's like hot, 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 and it keeps, and the thing at the bottom keeps saying like Emmy award-winning show. Every time he takes a huge shit, because they got an Emmy that year, and they just didn't care.
All right. On that note, number 5 coming in steaming hot. Who do we got here? Cortana from Halo.
Okay, so it didn't make it to the Comic Expo like final cut, but I interviewed a girl that looked like this. Mind you, she was like 40 pounds, 50 pounds heavier than this girl, but picture
was it all paint or was it like lace?
Well, I was interviewing your boyfriend who was the commando guy from Halo. I can't remember his name.
Master Chief.
Master Chief. And then she was just there and she was doing all the talking. I was like, okay, like I'm not trying to interview you bitch. I'm trying to interview your fucking boyfriend. But you couldn't hear him, so that interview was a wash. But then I kept asking her questions like about blue shit. I'm like, oh, do you like Van Gogh's Blue Period? And do you like the song Blue by Eiffel 65?
What's your favorite color?
Anyways, I didn't know who that was until...
Now we know.
Now I know.
Cortana.
It's the bitch from Halo.
And in fourth, the matchup is against Lana Kane from Archer.
Okay.
Lana Kane from Archer. So,
Archer
what we'll do here is I'm just going to go from the top down. And
2006 or so.
We'll rotate through. So Tony will go last on this one because I know he's a big Halo mark. I am 100% going to make the argument that this is not debatable. It's Lana Kane. She's a real person, not like a hologram computer person. Lana Kane is maybe the most badass Amazon in a comedy cartoon of all time. My vote, 100%, no doubt, no debate for me, is Lana Kane. Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lana Kane as well because I used to watch Archer and I don't really remember Cortana from Halo, and just meeting that live action Cortana from Halo on at Comic Expo kind of turned me off of that character forever because she was such a dumb bitch. But yeah, Lana Kane, she was always like unnecessarily hot for an animated show, and I think she's voiced by Gabrielle Union if I'm not mistaken. Dane?
I'm pretty sure you are correct. Dane, you're on mute
Dane,
again.
you're muted again. You fuck.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, he's yapping, but you can't hear him. But yeah, I think it's Gabrielle Union. But yeah, I'm going to go with Lana Kane from Archer. And Cortana, yeah, whatever. You can't fuck a hologram. I mean, you can, but it'd be kind of weird. Sorry, Dane, what were you yammering about? We could see your lips flapping, but we can hear what you're saying.
I was typing the poll, so I didn't want the keyboard sounds in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's Aisha Tyler who voices her.
Aisha Tyler.
Not Gabriel.
Sorry. Anyways.
And it kind of looks like her, too.
You look like an idiot. Jeez.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to go with number 4 on this one.
Nice.
Dane, are we going to go with, down the little
Yeah,
finger?
we're just going to go down.
Dane, you're up.
Lana, yeah, that was late 2000. Yeah, they're showing her in a bikini and stuff, but, I want that Xbox original Cortana, that slightly Tomb Raider square boob action. That's what I'm talking about, This is this high def. I tried to find a good picture of the old one, but I wanted to make it compatible, so I chose this one to maybe sway Kooks and Eric over my way.
I mean, she does look alright. It looks better than the one I saw.
Lana's kind of a bitch.
I like that though.
That's pretty great. Yeah.
I like getting treated like shit.
Yeah, Laura's watching, she knows.
Yeah.
Should just be in your head, and I do want to fuck a hologram, or at least I want to see what that's like. So, Cortana's got my vote.
You would just You would just look like fucking McGruber and the Tombstone.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, it's like, oh yeah, we fill you up like when he's fucking his dead wife on the grave.
Or it'd be like Blade Runner 2049, where the hologram girl.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Well,
are we
So,
I feel like we're gonna need the poll on this
I
one.
know we might need a poll on this one.
No, it's 100% Cortana. Like, I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna need a poll then.
When we look at Lana Kane, when we look at Archer as a whole, I mean, to me, poorly written show, character development for Cortana compared to Lana is just like exponentially better. Cortana is a bitch who's always by your side. Never the most loyal. Because Halo 4 and 5 are different stories, but Cortana, Halo 1 through 3 was the most loyal girl, and she was so sweet.
I don't want to.
And you know what? The fact is,
and
you guys don't want to have sex with a hologram. I mean, I don't even like.
Don't exist.
I love new experiences.
But what are you
hologram sex?
Are you fucking like numbers in like I don't get what you are you fucking a keyboard?
I think it's a transfer of knowledge, and you gain so much new binary knowledge that you actually come.
I think it's a slippery slope from only jerking off with VR headsets on and not having girls in your life anymore. I think it's just a slippery slope.
I think we're just getting too deep into this.
All right, so it's...
That's what I want.
So it's... I guess so, yeah.
So it's 2-2.
So yeah, we gotta do the poll, I guess.
We're gonna have to go to the poll. All right.
We'll give you one more minute with a few votes in. It looks like
I wanted to choose Randy, to be honest.
If we can't decide, can we just pick Randy in the middle? Is that why he's there?
Yeah, if it's a tie. Hot.
I like my favorite Randy
would pick.
Is Integrity
it's,
Randy.
It's 3 votes to 0 for Lana, so...
Nice. All right. So Lana wins.
Lana it is. Thank goodness.
You just can't fuck a code, you know?
Who voted for Lana?
Everyone.
People in the chat.
Everyone in the chats. Because if it goes 2-2, we gotta go to the poll. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Pepperoni Tony is gonna leave. So,
I'm gonna spit smoke.
If only he had somewhere to go.
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna sleep in my car.
Goodbye, Cortana. Lana Kane moves on to the semifinals of this category. We will go ahead and move on to the next one. The only thing that sucks is the numbers being up here. There we go. All right. So next we're gonna go number 6 versus number 3. All right. So number 6 is Kim Possible.
Baby.
Wow. Okay.
Those pointy tits. You don't even.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
I feel an upset
You don't even
coming
see
in.
pointy tits in this.
Feel an upset coming in. I don't know who that is. Who is that, Dane?
That's from Final Fantasy X, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Riku. It says her name at the top.
Riku.
I didn't know what that meant at the beginning, like FFX 10 or FFX X.
Could you actually imagine in real life? No.
I saw. Okay, this is gonna sound kind of creepy, but I saw like a Kim Possible. That's not creepy, actually. Never mind. I saw Kim Possible at Comic Expo, and she kept sauntering around by herself. But for me and Aiden, for the life of me, I was like, that girl could be 13 or 35. Like I just couldn't tell, and I just didn't feel like risking it, so I just didn't interview her or talk to her at all. So, but her costume was like spot on. She even had like the little fake mole rat shit.
That's Ron's. That's not even hers.
Hey, she had it with her. I could see it in her fucking little pockets.
Well, she just got.
It wasn't a real thing. It was like a fake thing. But yeah, I kept seeing her, and I was just like, oh, "Don't do it, man. Like this could be bad." So yeah. I didn't.
So let's start with you then, Eric. Kim Possible or Raikou from Final Fantasy X? Riku.
If we're going legit nostalgia for me, straight up Kim Possible, baby. Yeah, she was my little Family Channel crush. I just kind of watched it every once in a while. You know, she was voiced by, I believe, Ren from Even Stevens.
Yep. Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep. I remember seeing her at South Center Mall once.
Who I also had a huge crush on because I didn't watch Even Stevens for Shia LaBeouf. That's for damn true. Yeah,
I did.
I'm gonna go Even Stevens, Kim Possible, fun time, red hair, pants over Riku from FFX. Because I never played Final Fantasy X, so it doesn't vibe with me.
Yeah,
So.
I know these video game ones are gonna be tough for me. Dane.
There's only a couple.
Hey, but we'll leave it to the polls apparently. Because I think Dane and Twansy are gonna be. We're gonna kind of vibe on this one.
Yeah, I like this.
Dane, your thoughts?
I wore extra loose sweatpants for this.
I noticed that.
Look at these are '90s sweatshirts. Why
I said
is
it
so
since,
long?
I think it was my
Why
the
do they
first words
add
I ever uttered on
8-inch
this podcast.
fucking insane?
Were,
Sorry, hold on, I can't hear you, Dane. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, we're talking
You weren't
about-
unmuted. People are talking over
Everyone
you.
in the '90s had big
No,
dicks, and
it's-
that's why Twanzi's pants are so big. Sorry, go ahead.
That's
I was born in the
That's
90s.
true. I'm saying I think the very first words I uttered on this podcast were "I like redheads." You know how I feel about that. Kim Possible was Disney star crush. Even her villain. I don't remember her name, but like the green, black haired girl.
I remember that.
Oh yes.
I can't remember her name.
She's way hotter.
Yeah. Riku though, this is like when Final Fantasy started having like the crazy hardcore cutscenes and like actually look real. I mean, they kind of always did, but that's just like that PlayStation 2 pushing it to the limits, baby. Like, you know how it is. Riku, she was just that fun, playful girl. And she always just wore a bikini and sleeves, and I appreciated that.
She was always Raven. It looks
Her
like.
arms were cold, but her chest was hot.
If she had a fucking pacifier in her mouth, she would just be a straight up like 2000s raver girl. So. What was
she
it?
is. She is. She 100%.
Okay, I don't know this fucking broad.
Hold
So,
on.
like, what was this?
I need to know Dane's pick in first.
Oh no, I just want to know what the significance is. Like, what did she play in the game? Like, who the fuck was she?
I mean, she was like, if you know, like Cloud and like Tifa, like she's basically the Tifa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was the one with the daddy issues.
That doesn't. That was,
she's.
those words.
You know,
mean
there's just
nothing to
always
me.
a girl, and she was the girl.
Oh,
There's always a male hero, a female girl, and then like a little animal cool guy. And she was the girl. That's how all RPGs go.
you just explained Kim Possible too.
I explained every fiction ever.
You explained every show from 2000. Cool girl,
Alright,
cool
but yeah,
guy,
my vote's,
and, a
Kim
fucking,
Possible.
and a cool little animal.
So Dane goes with Kim Possible. We're going to send it over to Pepperoni Tony. It's 2-0 Kim Possible right now.
Stick to your guns.
Well, like objectively looking at this picture, the girl from Final Fantasy's hotter. Like objectively.
You got to put yourself
13-year-old
back.
Anthony, honestly, yeah, I would. I would have. I would have. And
Elaborate.
I don't have to. You already know. And but like Kim Possible, see, like it's like those shows they hit a little bit too close to the heart for me to say that I want to do dirty things to you. Kim Possible was never possible for me. But Riku, yeah, I would.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Fair enough. All right, so it's 2-1 Kim Possible. My vote can decide it, and it will. Riku looks like every girl who lives in Calgary that says they're moving to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Every
Or
single
every girl
one
at
of them.
Chasing Summer.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Shambhala was so much fun.
Yeah.
Every girl that's been at Shambhala and has a
Yeah.
Shambhala sticker on their car.
I'm different.
I never played any Final Fantasy games. Kim Possible, redhead, the hero of the show. Riku sounds like a side character. I'm going Kim Possible. Kim Possible is moving on. Our first upset in the brackets. Kim Possible moves on to the next round.
We're all disgusting.
Yeah, we always feel the weirdest on this one, but just to remind you, Eric, remember how far Lola went? Dane, how far did Lola Bunny go?
She went quite far. Yeah, so for the 90s one, Lola Bunny.
I tug on those ears.
Yeah. I'm talking like 90s Lola Bunny, not the fucking new shitty Space Jam.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm 90s. Give me Lola. I don't care what era she's from.
Yeah.
We'll be rabbits together.
Dane, I think Dane's the only one that's seen the new Space Jam. Have you seen the new Space Jam, Dane?
You're muted
You're
again,
muted,
buddy.
Dane.
I heard it was like super ADD. I heard it was just all over the place. Plot made no sense, and they just threw in extra characters.
It's just references and like trying to sell other WB property.
Dane, you've seen it?
No, but I've watched like video YouTube.
Yeah, fucking Rick and Morty were in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but they did like the whole like what was that movie, Dane? The Spielberg one?
Ready Player One.
They did the whole Ready Player One bullshit where it's like
Yeah.
a bunch of like kooky, like wacky characters in like, the background and stuff. Yeah,
That was Ready Player One. I fucking loved that movie.
That was a cool movie.
That was a really fucking.
I like that book.
I read the book.
It's the first time I've ever said that.
I only read half the book, and then I noticed the movie was very not like the book at all. Like, well, it was like same kind of storyline, but there was a lot of shit missing.
Is the book an easy read?
Yeah. I read about half of it one summer, but I'm notorious for reading 1/10 of a book and then throwing it on my shelf. That one I made halfway through, and then I just started getting drunk and I just didn't give a fuck anymore.
I just smoke weed, and I'm like, oh, I'll read this. And I'm like, wait, I haven't remembered any pages I've read.
But that's the furthest I made in a book in a long time.
How about we do this, right? Because we end up doing 6 matchups in total. Why don't we do an ad right now, Dane? Do you have it up?
Sure.
All right, we're going to run an ad, guys. We'll come back, do 2 versus 7, and see who number 1 was.
I have a beer in your freezer, too, and it's going to explode if I don't go get it.
So. That commercial's over. We are back. The ad's done, Dane. You're on mute again.
Okay.
Don't tell me how to live my life. And yes, we're back. Hello, if you've just been tuning in and tuning out, we have been doing the 2000's Crush Tournament, and things have been getting weird in the fictional category. 2 rounds have been done. Kim Possible defeated Riku from Final Fantasy VII, and Lana Kang came out on top over... I don't even remember anymore. Who did Lana beat?
Lana beat Cortana.
Cortana from Halo. So we got 2 more rounds in the quarterfinals before we head into the semis, and we're about to see our number 2 and number 7.
Number 2 versus number 7. So number 7 in the fantasy category is...
If you guys tune in till the end, we're going to watch the Comic Expo video, so stay tuned for that.
We will debut Eric's completely solo spare bedroom project.
Yeah.
Me and Dane...
I mentioned to you guys how you guys had no part in it.
I didn't even get input. You know, I threw the code.
Yeah.
Also, guys, for the 4th month in a row, Tarbouche is coming soon. Stay tuned. There are notes. They are doing the final edit. The notes are in. Stay tuned for the Tarbouche.
Oh, yeah, I have notes, but I don't think I gave them.
Just Adam, I have a...
It's coming. A lot of people have seen the rough cut, and they thoroughly enjoy it.
Yes.
Everyone I show it to laughs quite hysterically. So wait till you see the final product. It's going to be quite...
Except I heard Aiden decided to show it at the worst time possible, and nobody laughed.
Yeah, so there was about 3 or 4 drunk women at my apartment, and Aiden thought it'd be funny to show it then, and literally they're all falling asleep, and we're all sitting like, why are they laughing? Because they're trying to fall asleep.
Because they're trying to go to bed, Aiden.
It was a stupid time to freaking play it.
But everyone else thought it was
But
funny.
Aiden's pretty stupid, so.
Number 7, we got...
Oh.
Ooh.
What's her name even? Chell?
Chell?
Chell.
Like that's what like the young boys call NHL.
I play cello.
Let's fucking go play some cello. Let's go play some cello, brah.
I played cello all day, bro.
You chell?
I'd chell.
You chell? Would you chell?
I'd chell. Nah.
I mean, I'd chell. She's from where's El Dorado? Is that in
It's a fiction.
The Dorado. No, she Dorado. What's L mean?
What? Because my last name's Lopez?
Yeah, you're Spanish. You should know this shit.
I have no idea.
Right.
Something Dorado.
The chick from The Road to El Dorado.
It's like the same
Voiced
thing.
by Rosa... No. What's her name?
Rosa.
No. Shit.
Just Rosa.
Where's my phone? Keep going. I'll look this up.
All right, and number 2 is Kidda from Atlantis.
Okay.
Kidda from Atlantis. Number 2. I have no idea who either of these people are. Dane, you're on mute. We're gonna start off with you. You will be able to shed some light on both of these characters for me, I am sure. So please hit.
You never watched Atlantis or Road to El Dorado?
No, I don't know either of these children.
Well, classic Disney movies. Kind of the end of the animation before kind of Pixar took over, and just 2D animation was kind of at the end of its reign. But you got Atlantis with Kida, the girl from Atlantis, who shows Milo the way through love, sex, right? That's what that movie's about.
A guide.
Road to El Dorado, I believe, yeah, Shell shows them the way through love and her hips. Never have I seen hips drawn on a Disney character quite like Shell. So it's tough. It's tough. All my video game characters I make have white hair, so a girl with white hair. I'm after that. I think maybe Kita's a reason why I have an affinity for that. Maybe it's Sephiroth. I don't know. Maybe it's both. Tough call. I feel like Shell had some attitude where Kita was fun. So I gotta go Kita in this one.
Going Kita on this one. All right, Pepperoni Tony.
Okay, well, this Kita girl smokes meth, so I'm gonna go with Shell. I remember Atlantis was an amazing movie. Road to El Dorado, absolute classic. But who's gonna touch this girl? Seriously, she lives in Atlantis.
She's hard to get to.
And what's in her hair, right?
Dope.
And I don't know. Shell's she was just a more wholesome character all around, and Kita she's gonna kill me in my sleep.
Fair enough. So we got a tie, 1-1.
I'm into that though.
So it'd be my turn. From what you two said, honestly, Dane said. Actually, this is how I'm gonna make my decision. Dane, do you have the Google machine in front of you?
I do.
Google their heights.
All right.
You're gonna go by their heights?
I'm going by the shorter one. I'm a completely
Kill some time while I do this.
unbiased observer. I will say this: I'm leaning towards Chell because I think she's short, and you said hips, and Kita kind of looks like if they combined a classic Disney movie with Avatar.
Okay.
Is all I see is just a giant cat wombat woman. So I'm leaning towards Chell right now, but if one of them is a giant, they're out. What are their heights, Dane?
Shell is shorter.
Chell is shorter. Chell gets my vote then. Short girls for the win. She's also got that sassy Latina face, which I'm a big fan of. Check my search history. All right, and then finally, Eric, it is 2-1 for Chell right now. Are you gonna send her to the polls?
Don't fuck the crack.
I'm gonna go Chell, cause I remember watching Atlantis when I was a kid and thinking that she wasn't it, but I remember watching Road to El Dorado and those hips don't lie. So I'm going Chell.
Chell moves on. Another upset. 7 beats 2. Pepperoni Tony is 0 for 3 on his choices. He is furious.
No, I just won Chell.
Oh, I thought you said Kidda.
No, I said absolutely not Kidda.
Oh, Dane, were you Kidda?
And he went Kim Possible as well. I went Kita.
No, he went...
No, I went Riku.
Yeah.
I went Riku.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
You guys are all over the place.
You guys don't even know.
She's
I
a
don't
crackhead!
know.
He said that she's a crackhead. She does look like a crackhead.
She does look like...
She doesn't look like a crackhead. She is a crackhead. She's cum in her hair.
She grows up to be the grandma from that movie with Moana, who's just you're what's going on with this grandma? That's Kidda.
Well, yeah,
that's what happens when you smoke crack, kids.
She looks like the girl that would come to the bar and ask you for a cigarette, and Chell would be the girl that wouldn't even talk to you at the bar. So I'm going Chell.
The girl that you learn why she's alone after she smiles.
Yeah.
So Chell.
All right, Chell wins. Moving on to the final of the quarterfinal here before we get to the semis. So we have our numbers 4, 6, and 7 are remaining so far. I'm excited to see Dane, who ended up number 1 on this list. Before we do number 1, though, we're going to have to see who number 8 is. It's not Chell. I thought I got rid of you. There you go. Number 8, just barely making the cut of the top 32, is... Ooh. someone from Naruto. This is a Dane pick. This is 100% a Dane pick. This was on zero lists. And against the heavyweight number one, Leela from Futurama. This is going to be just a bulldozing. I think Pepperoni Tony, you're starting off this round.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say it because no one else is going to say it, but I know for fact that, that this, this, what's her name? Sunade? Tsunade? Yeah, so she's, so that little wink in her eye right there, that's her right eye. So that's from too many tentacles in the asshole. So I'm just going to go straight up with Leela. Solid girl, hard worker, tough. Really tough, and you know what? She does come around and realize that just because people don't, degenerates actually can provide great love.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not gonna have a girl who's gonna close her eyes, one of her eyes, 90% of the time. That's not gonna happen.
Dane's gonna know a whole backstory on that eye for sure.
We all already know it. Like I just told it, so tell it again. But
I'm gonna agree with Pepperoni Tony. It's fucking Leela. Leela is fucking badass. She is Lana, just not as hot with one eye, but a bigger crush and less of a bitch. So Leela is my vote. Actually, it's kind of funny. Lana's kind of based off of Leela, like when you really think about their characters and when one came after the other.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm going with Leela as well. Again, I have a feeling, and Dane will go last on this one, but I have a feeling that this was his pick, but maybe they were a top 8 because Dane loves the anime. Dane loves redhead and Asian girls, and so those are two things I know about Dane. I'm going Leela. Eric?
Yeah, Leela, she's feisty, she'll keep you in line. She's technically a mutant. She'll kick your ass if you get out of line. She has a soft spot for degenerate pieces of shit, like me. So I relate to Fry quite a bit. So yeah, and she's got a nice body, whatever, minus that fucked up eye. But then Tsunade she's got one eye that's so lazy it's collecting fucking EI.
Get the towel.
And then she wears a house coat and fucking anti shoes and capris. There's just nothing good about her. I don't know. I don't really know what Naruto is. Naruto. I think it's that kid that runs funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really vibe with that shit. But in Futurama, I watched from day one. I remember when it aired. It was the millennium. It was just I remember I thought The Simpsons. There's no way anything could beat The Simpsons, but Matt Groening and those guys proved me wrong.
Yeah, then just all the best writers from Futurama.
Yeah, and Futurama.
The Simpsons went to write Futurama.
And Futurama was such a fuck up of a show because it was it got canceled and rebooted and canceled and rebooted so many times.
Why?
Just because of Fox, and then that's their ongoing joke because they made fun of Fox. They just think Fox is a bunch of fucking retards.
They are, but yeah.
Which it is. And it just was that show that just wouldn't die, and it was my fucking savior. And every time it would get rebooted, it was always better. It was always funnier. And Leela was always there for me. And this is my way of thanking her.
I just have to make a quick comment. I don't know, since you are a Futurama fan, remember that fucking Bender box set helmet? Remember with those Bender's head for the box set of Futurama? It must have came out 2006.
Okay.
My buddy got that for Christmas. I fucking hated him. I wanted that so bad. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. That was the only DVDs I ever wanted in my life. I will die for Futurama. That is the best. Is it on any streaming services anymore?
Is it on? Dane, is it on
Disney Plus?
Is it on
Disney Plus?
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
There's some seasons I think on Netflix, but the later
I don't
seasons.
think so.
They were.
I do remember because Netflix had a whole season. They had their own, right? Am I wrong?
No, it's a different show. It's another Matt Groening show.
Oh yeah, that was the Disenchantment.
Disenchantment.
But no. But I feel like I thought Netflix had a full season of Futurama.
I don't know.
No? Oh, then I'm just an idiot.
Dane, is this going to be a sweep, or do we have your crush that you were hoping that would make
he
him
put her as number 1 for a reason.
Number 8. All right.
She's not a hoe. She's a Hokage. Okay? She's
I don't know what that means.
okay. She doesn't have anything wrong with her eye. She's just winking.
No, it's lazy, man. She's got the Bill Hader.
Her eyebrows would be down if she was winking.
She becomes leader of Naruto's village after Naruto saves her life. Actually, if you like seen her without that house coat and how big her yammies are, I think she's got some heavies. When we talk about drawing anime characters, we talk about Tsunade and how they drew her.
Tsunade.
Because, yeah, heavies. But Leela, Futurama, yeah, I just threw her in. I wanted you gotta throw some. Naruto was huge back in the 2000s, and Tsunade. I didn't want to throw any of the kids in Naruto in there.
That's really a call.
So the auntie.
So Leela,
she's actually like 50, 60 years old.
So Leela's sweeping, but Dane, I'm gonna ask you right now, and you can either tell us the truth or say no comment. What was the title of the last Naruto porn that you watched?
I mean, it's just cosplay, you know. It's just, cosplay's crazy. Cosplay's cool.
Cosplay is a heavy hitter on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of girls with elf ears in like the top 20 porn stars on the fucking hub is like, hey.
That's a big.
Why are you guys taking the time to look at the top 20 porn stars on Pornhab?
Man, you gotta change it up sometimes.
Yeah, man, you gotta mix it up, man.
I don't have as much experience as you, I guess.
I'm
young. I'm only 26. I'm not at the top 20s.
Wait until you're in your 30s and long.
Yeah, man, you'll be like, I need to mix it up, man. You gotta get into like.
I don't think you know what.
You'll be voting for
elf ears. I have seen the elf ears, but like, what's the point?
You'll be downloading Foot Finder.
No, I'm not downloading anything. I'm not downloading anything.
It's not. You don't have to download. You said follow.
What a 26-year-old.
Follow them on Instagram, and you'll be like, all right, actually, I guess I like feet now.
I remember. Quick story time. My dad caught me downloading a torrent of Debbie Does Dallas. A full season. I don't know if you guys remember the show.
1985.
No. You guys remember the HBO After Hours or whatever? And they had those like
real sex.
It was like softcore porn.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's a show called Debbie Does Dallas, and it was all a documentary about how they were remaking Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So like it probably in total you'd probably see like 20 seconds of tits in the whole show. I was done.
It was worth it.
I was done after 10, so I'm happy.
Someone was a big fan of Leela in the chat because Leela won. What was the final score in the chat?
With 15 votes, and there's only like 2 people watching. Somebody was like,
wasn't even close. Leela moves on, so we are moving on to the semifinals to get our final 2 here. Fictional, we need to get rid of Leela. All right, so that means our next matchup will be number 4, Lana Kane versus number 6, Kim Possible. 4 versus 6. This goes back up to the top, so I'll start it off. I have a feeling I'm going to lose on this one, but it is Lana Kane for me. Absolutely, I'm infatuated with that character. You can ask me the same question I asked Dane, but with Lana Kane. As Lana Does Dallas. So
I'd rate her too.
Lana Kane is just basically a non-teenage version of Kim Possible. Badass spy without a mole rat, but Archer's kind of a mole rat in that show. I'm going with Lana Kane. Eric.
I'm going with Lana Kane. Just because, like, Kim Possible is like, yeah, it's one of those Family Channel kind of things. You're like, all right, that's kind of cool, but shouldn't think too much into it. But Lana Kane is like designed to make you feel like she's designed to make you feel weird,
some type of way.
I'm gonna go with Lana Kane because and also let's just look at those pictures. Like, what do you expect from me?
Yeah, I know. I know that's a tougher. Dane.
Toughy indeed. But not really. It's Kim Possible, okay? When I think about, again, I'm going like 14-year-old Dana. I mean, I guess Archer wasn't even out yet. So my heart was already taken by Kim Possible. So I'm going to go Kim Possible on this one.
Fair enough. All right, Pepperoni Tony. Kim Possible.
It's an easy bet. It's Kimmy. I mean, like I said, like I definitely have watched a couple seasons of Archer, but I just thought that was like a really poorly written show, and like something about just like the dryness of Lana's character throughout. Like I just couldn't do it. Like I think, like objectively, she's sexy. Like she's a sexy character. I love her. Like interesting personality, but it's just like it was so gimmicky. The writing, Kimmy's got it. And like if they were the same age, if they were the same age, like Kim's tits rounded out. She got some tits.
You don't like those pointy tits?
She's putting that naked mole rat in some pretty places. You know, like I mean, Kim. Imagine how much, like yeah, Kim wins.
All right, so it is tied. So it's going to the polls. So we can kill some time while Dane has that poll up. Okay, do you want to comment? He twice has
2-0 Kim right now. So
he has twice said that the writing is terrible in Archer.
I didn't say it's terrible. It's just dry.
That's the best part.
But that's not the best part because it's like people say that's the best part.
No, I don't like dry, so that's not the best part.
Who likes it dry? Whoever said they like it dry?
I've never bought lube.
Fred Durst was a dry guy.
I've never bought lube in my life.
Yeah, where's the beer? All I'm saying is Archer, like, it came out of nowhere for no reason, and like, I don't know why you guys, like, people, I feel like the Archer fans are the same as the Bob's Burgers fans.
Yes, great show.
And that's what I'm saying.
It is a nice drive.
It's really, like, yeah,
humor.
but that's like a hard, like, it's got a hard audience, and it's like, if you can't, like, look past that, you can't appreciate Archer at all, and that, I'm one of those people, and just, like, Archer for me was just, like, every episode felt the same. And that's why, like, Kim switched it up.
You fucking liar. You cannot say one nice thing about Kim Possible's writing. We were just kids and it was fun.
Well, I got my first...
It had layers, man. It had layers.
Yeah, it was deep.
You had like, Ron... It was the Ron... I always loved it. It was always the same battle. It was always the, like... The shit guy loved the hot girl. The hot girl declined him. The shit guy went for another girl. And then the hot girl would come back, break up that relationship, and then win him over. And then the show was ended. And it went every fucking time.
What do the polls say?
What do the polls say? Do we have a win?
Impossible.
What was the final?
4-0 Kim Possible.
4-0. Kim Possible moves on. Kim Possible is in our final, which will be...
She covered more of the 2000s, which makes sense.
In 3 weeks.
Oh, she covered a couple.
In 3 weeks. Next week we have 2 categories left. We have movies and we have music. So after that is the final. Kim Possible is our first entrant to the final. So now we need to go to the final vote of the day. We are gonna go with number 1, Leela, versus number 7, Chell.
Ooh,
I don't know if that's hard though.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
So we are going to start with you, Eric. This is our final vote of the night. Eric, if you want to pass to Dane, if Dane has a certain type of feeling, but I'm just following the same order that we've been going. So it's up to you.
I don't know, man. Fuck sakes. This is tough.
You know, this is what always happens, though, Eric. I'm going to tell you this. This is what always happens. You pass, and then it comes back to you, and then your vote has to decide it, and it's even harder for you. So...
Alright, I'll go first. Just give me a second here. I gotta figure this out.
Alright.
Leela. Oof. Man. Just thought of, like, who I'd rather wake up next to. Would you rather wake up to a one-eyed goblin or a fucking, like, hot Chilean, like, little fiesta? I gotta cut my roots and, like, actually, like, be...
But this is your 2000's crush.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I'm thinking right now...
Think of the smell when you wake up.
She's a mutant. She smells like the sewer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's literally their whole thing.
No, I'm gonna go. I have to go with Chell, just because, like,
ooh,
who I'd rather wake up next to? A girl who's gonna beat the shit out of me, or a girl who's gonna, like, lead me to the road to El Dorado. I'm gonna go with Chell.
All right.
It might be controversial, but
Chell. So number 7 starts out 1-0. Dane, you go ahead, my friend.
I didn't even want Shell to make it into the semifinals. There's no way she's getting my vote
just
for the finals. Leela, yeah, I had a huge crush on Leela. It's why I love tank tops, I think. You know, she had one eye, but she had 2 boobs. Okay, and that's all I needed.
Yeah, might be a
you could tell.
She had Nibbler. She was cool. She was a pilot. Zap Brannigan fucked her. Whatever. We'll be Eskimo, bro.
Yeah, do you want Zap Brannigan's fucking like sloppy seconds, bro?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I want to be best friends with Zap Brannigan.
I actually.
Yeah, that would be kind of chill.
That'd be
Who do you think Chell slept with?
So all right, so we
half
got
the village.
There you go. Yeah.
We got.
She's the village slut.
We got 1 vote Leela, 1 vote Chell. You go ahead, Pepperoni.
You know what? Just because I don't want...
Yeah, I take Death by Snoo Snoo from Leela.
See, like, I mean, Eric made an interesting comment. Just like, I don't think that Leela's gonna beat the shit out of you when you wake up. And quite frankly, I think Chell's gonna make you do a bunch of fucking chores for the village when you wake up. So, Leela... I'm just going to take Leela because she's cooler. She's a cooler girl. And Chell was a character made for children's, and I am really tired of her raising that eyebrow at me. So, I'm going Leela.
You know what I want to do? I have never seen Road to El Dorado, and part of me wants to say Leela, but I like the eyebrow. And I kind of want this to come down to a fan vote. And I like short girls with hips. And she's a sassy Latina. Check my search history. I'm going Chell. Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat.
That's blasphemy.
Let's go to the chat for the person who is going to move on. Is it a cop-out? Slightly. Should I clearly have picked Leela because I know who that is? Probably. But looking at these 2 pictures now, the feelings I get.
I wore the stretchy sweatpants for a reason.
Am I going to watch El Dorado tonight? Yes.
yes, exactly.
Am I going to watch Futurama and close it after? Yes.
All right, so we're going to go to the chats for, are we going to get a number 6 versus number 7 or a 1 versus 7? The chats were so heavy Leela last time. I feel like I also just wanted the chats to say Leela, but we'll see. All right, we will see. Leela versus Chell. Can you, my phone's dead. Read us some comments, Dane, to kill some time. Has there been any arguments, disagreements? I know there's
I ended the poll. Shell wins.
Shell wins!
Oh, shit.
But
2-1.
2-1.
Oh, heavy chat, or heavy poll.
Heavy pull.
That's
means
200 to 100.
Yeah.
Oh, Leela is eliminated. Some people are furious. Now, I didn't see it going that way. To be completely honest.
Well,
Shell did things to me too.
Chell's still doing things to me though, so I'm not even mad. I'm more mad at young me for not seeing that movie. So our final will be the final of this particular bracket. To move on to the final 4 will be Chell versus Kim Possible.
What a creepy fucking...
Yeah, I'm the same. It's okay, they're animated.
What a creepy result, eh?
Actually, is that something, though? Like, I am pretty sure anybody can be attracted to... I'm not that guy, but I'm just saying. Like, it's not illegal, right? They're animated.
Like, I've Googled it, and it's not illegal. I'm not saying I'm that guy, but I've Googled it, and it's okay.
And I already cleared my search history, so I'm not that guy, but...
You might get a phone call from the police.
Okay, but I share the search history with my father, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I wasn't the one.
Yeah. So, Dad.
So, Dad. What the fuck did you do?
Lines and colors.
Final thoughts here. Did the right 2 make it? Anyone super upset with these final 2? What did you just read?
Oh, nothing.
You gotta say it. You can't make that.
I just looked up how old Kim Possible is.
Okay, she's older now. You not how old she is. You have to say when was Kim Possible
And
it's true, it's true.
You have to ask when she was
I was
born.
14 when I was watching it.
Yeah,
She is 21 now. She is 21. I don't care what the fuck anybody says.
Technically, she's older than me, I think, if we're going like by that
How old is
standard.
she?
I don't want to say. I don't want to get us flagged, but
She's got to be like 11.
wow.
In the show.
Now we're flagged regardless.
Yeah.
No, she drove. No, but she drove a car. Did she not?
We don't have to talk about it right now. Anyways.
I'll edit it out.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me. She had a fake.
Okay, so you can say it, and then Dane will edit this part of it out. How old was she?
15.
Ugh.
But mind you, when I used to watch Kim Possible, I was roughly 11 to 13 years old. So
You know, it's even more
I would
wild,
have been
guys.
8, so
What's
therefore
more wild?
Kim took advantage of it.
What's more wild? Because we also
know,
have Hillary Duff in one too.
You know what's even more wild? Shell's 13.
oh,
You guys are fucking creepy.
Well, yeah. Shut up.
actually,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh, it's like
You guys are
Jesus.
fucking
it
weird.
would make her look
I
like
don't
that.
feel
She was-
comfortable here.
That'd be,
What a creepy podcast. you guys
yeah.
have.
This episode is
Yeah,
always.
follow me. Eric makes milk.
Yeah. Eric makes milk.
Yeah, I do when I watch Kim Possible.
When I was 11.
All right, so
Alright.
those are our final two. They join Hillary Duff and Summer Roberts
Rachel
from the
Bilson.
OC. Rachel Bilson.
Why?
Rachel Summer Roberts.
It's just
No, I'm just saying this combination of characters.
it's just the algorithm, bro, man. It's
Yeah.
ratio.
just the algorithm.
Alright.
So with that being
Next
said,
week we'll do music.
what do you music next week? Yeah, same movies for the
And-
final one before the
All right,
finals.
so next week we got music. Sorry.
So what I need to do right now is I need to add a wind display capture because we're gonna watch Eric's. Actually,
First, let's do a teaser of the music category.
Good call. Good call.
So wait, sexiest music?
Sexiest like
Artist.
musicians from the 2000s.
Oh,
Yeah, you want to come back next week?
So-
yeah, I do.
All right, maybe.
All right, we'll see. All right.
Avril
So,
Lavigne one. I just said it.
so we are going to.
That's a heavy hitter. I forgot about Avril Lavigne.
Who knows?
Britney
If,
Spears and Bond.
who knows if she's even Britney Spears? You gotta.
Remember when,
Britney Spears is tough because Britney Spears is 99.
Britney
98?
Spears, Kesha.
I remember.
She was 90s.
Lady
Yeah,
Gaga.
Britney Spears was
What
90s.
about JoJo?
Ugh.
What
You
about-
gotta get off these
Icon.
13-year-olds. What's going
Hey
on,
man, I'm
JoJo's
just going by like.
Yeah,
my-
Rebecca Black.
Rebecca. That's 2010s. That's
That was
another
in
crush
2010s,
tournament.
Yeah, I was in.
I also did. It's
Hey, I follow her now.
if you're a female
She's
watching
lesbian
us, which isn't likely, hit us if you want us to do a dudes tournament because I did get that feedback. Like,
On
why did you
dudes?
skip 90s dudes?
Okay, thank you.
We put it to the chat vote.
I know.
said-
I think that should just be like a one episode thing because like
Oh, chat can't
a
get
whole
that.
month of that. That's like gonna that's gonna make me question my sexuality.
Fila ma che vuoi filar, senza punta l'ago non può andare.
No cereal, it be a yogurt drink I'm wanting first. Whoa!
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Scream as loud as you can.
Now, give it to me before I smack you. You know what? You're the dumbest kid in the whole school. No wonder nobody likes you. I'm gonna beat the snot out of you. Okay. Be good. I love you.